Hello, people. Listen, right now, I'm just coming on here to make a statement. Right now, Chris is on another channel, and I'm sorry, Fat Bold Sicilian's on another channel, and he's talking about people doxing him and doing things to him. I want to make something perfectly clear. I denounce John Wolfe 100%. I think John Wolfe's a scumbag. And what's happening here is you have a group of people that are purposely trying to have me and FBS get into it. And I'm going to tell FBS this, dude, you're falling for it. If I'm not going to get into attacking you, dude. You could say whatever you want about me. I don't care. The fact of the matter is this: nothing, I have absolutely nothing to do with anything you're talking about. And you're kind of making it sound like I do. And then you have people in your chat room keep saying Lee, Lee, Lee. When's this going to end, dude? They're just egging you on. You think I trust John Wolfe? Fuck John Wolfe. And John Wolfe, you hear that? You're a scumbag for what you're doing. But this is ridiculous now. This is paranoia at its highest level. I'm sitting back here. I'm just trying to do my own shows. And I have a lot of type of shows planned that I want to do. And we're not able to do it because of this infighting back and forth. I'm not going to fight with FBS because in my heart, I know I'm listening to it. And I'm like, I talked a couple days ago to him because at night he sent me this thing saying that I was doxing him. Then we had a nice conversation. And after we had the conversation, I thought it was settled. And then today he comes on and I'm like, I sent him a couple of texts and said, dude, drop me a link. Let me come in and talk to you. This is just getting bad. Chris, you're being used, dude. That's what's happening right now. I mean, we're supposed to be here doing shows about other people. I'll give you an example. Sammy Gavano the other day on a show with cops. He changed his story on John Gotti. He went after John Gotti awful. I wanted to do a show about that. You should be doing a show about that. You got a picture of John Gotti behind you. Instead, you're coming out and you're saying that I'm doing something I'm not doing, dude. This is getting ridiculous. I don't know what John Wolfe has, and I think John Wolfe's a fucking nut. Because I used a video of his the other day making fun of Jimmy's back rubs. This is the problem here. People want to, say Jimmy's great, Jimmy's that, or Sammy's great. They both got together the other night as you had Sammy Gavano talking horrible shit about John Gotti. That's what we should be talking about. What Sammy Gavano said about John Gotti. Not this silly shit. Because this is coming silly. This is like total paranoia right now. You know what it's like when you're like, you have nothing to do with something, but yet you're being accused of something? And then you say, I'm jealous? I'm not jealous of you, dude. God bless you. I want you to make tons of money. You deserve it. Really, this is really ridiculous, man. I think great line. Lee, I told exactly what you said. You swore your kids. Yeah, listen, I swear on my children I have nothing to do with this. And I told Chris that. And yet he's still going on with this crap. I love my children. I would never say anything. This is a mob channel. You're right, Heretic. This is a mob channel where you talk about the mob, our drama channel. But unfortunately, we're becoming too much drama. And I'm guilty of that myself. I want to do some really good mob stuff or true crime. As you people know, I'm not the most clever person when it comes to pronouncing names and all that stuff. But the one thing that I do know is I have nothing to do with doxing FBS. Somebody's sitting back right now and laughing their ass off because they want us to get into it. That's what they want. I'm not doing it no more. I'm tired. I'm worn out of the fighting. So if you want to do it, you're going to do it, my man. But you're just falling in for somebody's sitting back right now, Chris, and they're laughing about this. They're absolutely laughing. You know, so we have to decide what we're going to do here. Are we going to actually be about mafia stuff? Are we going to talk and defend John Gotti from Sammy Guevara? Are we going to do that? Because that was my plan today. So I'm not going to get off my game. You know, and it's just, then you have some demented, twisted people that aren't too intelligent that come in here and they're, and what they do is they like to start the drama. You know, they're just talking shit. You know, I went out, I gave some good tapes. I gave some good tapes out and stuff, and this was about going after A-Light. I did my job there. Okay, we went after Rimondi. We really cut his legs off of him. That's the stuff we're supposed to be doing. This stuff makes no sense right now. And, you know, it really sucks when you sit back and you see people accusing you of shit that you know nothing about. And what they do is, who's ever behind this, what they're doing is they're making it look like I'm doing something. And Chris is falling for it. You know, that's what it is. So, you know, the last thing I'm going to get into, people, I'm not going to insult Chris. I only wish him the best. He works hard on his show. I think it's wrong what people are doing to him right now. They've been doing it to me from the very beginning. This is what? They're doxing us. They're coming at us. So either we're going to stay together and be strong, ignore each other, or we're going to fall for it and fight each other. I'm not going to be fighting with you, Chris. That's done. I'm done. Thin Gray Line, thank you. I told Chris you swore. I told Chris the same thing. I do. I love my children. And I swear my children, I don't know what's going on right now. Except the fact that John A-Light's got to be sitting back. Hey, I brought out these tapes and a brutal attack on Jimmy A-Light to show him for everything he's worth. Everything he's worth. That's what we should be talking about. Not this stuff. None of us have to be friends, but just ignore each other then. But you know what this is going to be? This is going to be gang up on me. Just like a week ago. It's going to be a gang up on me. This guy's going to do it. And now Mob Rat's going to jump in because Chris said that he's doxing or he's doing something wrong. And I'm not doing a damn thing wrong. You know, I enjoy doing this. I enjoy coming out here. I enjoy putting out good product. You know, and then you get dickheads like this. Shake my head, you started the entire thing. And this guy doesn't even know who he is. This guy's never been in this chat room before. Never. John Wolfe and the trolls are behind me. John Wolfe is behind. John Wolfe is fucking laughing. He's fucking laughing. You know, everybody talks about John Wolfe. He's stupid, hook on phonics and all that shit. I'm starting to think that John Wolfe might be the smartest person out of everybody. Boy, you know, I came on now and I knew that Chris was on and I wasn't going to get nearly a lot of people in here right now, but I'm hoping that he sees this. Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping. I'm too old for this shit. You know, and then you're accused of wanting someone, that you're jealous of somebody. I'm not jealous. I hope the guy does really well. I'm at the age where I'm only going to be on here so long. He's going to be on here a lot longer, unless he drops dead worrying about this shit from his health and stuff. You know, I'm going to do a show today, and I'm going to put it together. It's going to be on what Sammy Gravano said about John Gotti the other day. You have to remember Sammy Gravano's story about John Gotti and why he snitched has changed dramatically from when he was a rat originally. Hey, Krumel, sorry I didn't tell you this, but I just wanted to get on here. But I know you're looking out for me. I appreciate that. I wouldn't usually come on at the same time as FBS, but the fact of the matter is that I'm just defending myself right now. And Krumel, you know me. You know damn well I didn't come to you. You know, Krumel's known me for a long time here. This ain't my shit going after FBS. Me and FBS, when we fight, we do it out in the open. And right now, what you have is you have people working in the background. And they're like this. Let's get FBS and Lee fighting. That's what's going on here right now. This is what they want. It's not going to happen. I'm not. FBS could say whatever he wants. I am not going to attack him. He can do his show and stuff. I'll go after the people that deserve it, like Jimmy Calandra, chatting with Stacks. Those people. Those are the people. But you know what it is? These guys are all a clique. They've become a clique. It's called the I Hate Lee clique. That's what it's become. The I Hate Lee clique. Or, you know, let's go after Lee. You know, do you think that one person, you know, I had on last week, a couple days ago, I had on this show the Guardian of the Green Beret. He actually spoke in this show. And he said that this guy was a fraud. Okay. And he actually said, he came out and said the guy, everything he claimed about the military is fake. Instead of people talking about that, they're talking about other silly shit. You know, the fighting shit, the accusing stuff. Listen, I don't mind being accused of stuff if I've done it. But when you don't do something and you're accused of it, especially something as serious as doxing. And if John Wolfe is doing this shit, fuck John Wolfe. I don't care if John Wolfe comes after me. But this is... There's no doubt in my mind that John Wolfe's laughing his ass off. No, there's no doubt. You know, people underestimate this guy, and you know, he's a goofball. He looks like a fucking goofball, but you know, he's a goofball and stuff, and he's doing this, he's doing that. And this is going to be a very short video because I'm just putting out how I feel. And one more time, I'm going to say this as clear as I can. Whatever is going on here, with all this bullshit going on, with John Wolfe coming out with that shit that he says he's doing tonight. The only thing we're doing to John Wolfe right now, talking about it, is giving him publicity. And then there's a page that comes out where they continuously attack Ball Sicilian. Now they're starting to attack me. And then someone's trying to make it look like I have something to do with that page. First of all, I'm not that clever. You know, this is it. This is what these people want to do right now. You know? And yeah, Mob Rats, his satanic page is nuts, Lee. Yeah, he does. Doesn't people remember when John Wolfe took a voodoo doll and was yelling Lee Cole, sticking a fucking needle in it? You know? But let me show you another thing. See, these are Gary Farron. FBS is not your son. What does that have to do with anything, Gary? What does that have to do with anything? See, you come in here. I've never seen you before. People like you are what's wrong with this genre. People like you are the cowards. You come in here, you put a name on yourself. You come in and you provoke. You are everything that's wrong with this genre. Basically, cowards. I'll drop a link right now. How about you come in here right now? How about that challenge? Here, I'm going to give you a link, tough guy. So let's see what your face looks like. You probably don't want to show your face. I can imagine what it looks like. But here it is. Anybody want to hit this link and come on in? You just come right on in. Here's the link. Come on in. Come on in, Gary. Let's see what you look like, Gary. You, sir, you call me a maniac, but I just told you to come on in. So I'm calling you out, Gary. I want to see what you look like. Come on, who wants Gary to come in? Gary's acting like a tough guy right now. So I think it would be good that he comes in. If anybody else, oh, look at this. You look like and sound like a second-rate Jesse Ventura. What are you, like a retarded wrestling fan? Okay, so come on in, man. You don't have enough balls. You're not a man. If someone dropped the link and told me to come in, I'll come in. So if anybody, my link's right there. If anybody wants to join me right now, please feel free to join me. Let's talk about this. It's time that we talk about what's going on behind the scenes with losers like Gary Ferran. You know? And look how smart Gary Ferran is. The guy's a coward. He won't come in, but look how clever he is. I look like your daddy. Wow, Gary. You're really intelligent. Okay, so we know Gary's a coward, people, so we won't even, I'm not going to even like throw him out of here because we know he's a coward. And in this world, there's nothing worse than being a coward. And that's what he is. He's like Sammy Guevara, a coward. Okay. Jenny, John Wolfe. Yeah, so matter of fact, yesterday we had, I had a good conversation, a personal phone conversation with the military. And we were going to do a show today if anybody gives a platform to Anthony Raimondi. I don't care that Anthony Raimondi's coming out and saying that what he is as a mafia. That means nothing. But when you start messing around with the military and saying that you're something you're not, that's a whole different a whole different thing. I will call you today, my man. Okay? I just ran into a lot of shit yesterday. Gray Line Mob Rat Wars, take it easy on Stacks or anyone else's channel. They aren't here to defend themselves. Okay. FBS said that you're going by what a joke. Look at that guy's eyes. You see there's something wrong with a joke. All of you guys are watering down these mob channels. You know what, John? I have to agree with you, man. By doing this stuff, we are watering down these channels. You're right. And we have to stop it because we can't call ourselves mob channels. We don't deserve to because of all this infighting and stuff. And I'm not talking about like going after people like Jimmy Calandra or people like Sammy Guevara. A lot of people like Jimmy and they get mad at me when I go after him. But the fact of the matter is he is part of the Mafia Genre. So let's just think of it that way. He called Leah pedo. Word is he did some stalking thing. Yeah, okay. So that's what he did. But I'm not going to get into him. Until I see Anthony Raimondi. Anthony Raimondi does not deserve to be platformed by anybody. Nobody should be platforming a guy that's pretending that he's a military man and a war hero. We've had a lot of soldiers killed in the last several years. So Mob Rats, and he made an entire video apologizing and say he knows it was wrong. Okay. Gray Line, I dropped the link. You're more than welcome to come in here and say what you got to say. We are researching, so for now, we will say nothing. Why do you even do this? You know, Hot Rob, I really ask myself that question all the time. I was hoping to do, just to do a shows. You're more than welcome to come in here and talk to me about it. Just let me know. You know, I am questioning myself about why we do this. Is it worth our health? And is it worth the tax that we are doing on each other and stuff when we should be dealing with the sleazeball rats? And then someone came forward and said that, like this sleazebag, John Wolfe, said that he has evidence that FBS is a rat. First of all, I think it's bullshit. And second of all, if he did have evidence, I wouldn't believe the evidence. That's just my opinion. And I'm not trying to be nice to FBS. I'm just trying to say, look, man, I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but keep this shit away from me. Okay, now this is Red. He's another one of those guys. Red is one of those guys that's always trashing people. He's another one of those cowards. If I dropped the link, he wouldn't come in. Red, you want to come in and tell me? You want to show me what you look like, Red? See, that's the thing. For now on, if people want to be tough guys or say something, I'll give you the opportunity to come and say it right next to me. But here's the thing. I want to see your face. I want to see who you are. Because most likely you're one of John A. Light's cronies or one of them losers. Okay? But you know you're a man and you're a coward? When you get called out and you're afraid to defend yourself. Like, look, he says, "Aw, poor baby," Red does. But people, who's the coward? Him and Gary Ferran, they're still in here. They're still talking away, but they won't take the link to come in. You know? Jenny says, don't blame yourself for defending yourself, Lee, but some people aren't worth it. Yeah. And I'm not going to defend myself against FBS because I think he's a good man. I really think he's a good man. You know? And we all make mistakes in our lives, and we all got to clean up our lives. And it's obvious that FBS did. It's obvious that I cleaned up my life. And when we came in here, this is part of the game. You have some loser trolls in here that have no lives. They're pathetic human beings. And so what they do is they're like, well, I'll go into Mafia Genre and fuck around with people, but I would never do it to their face because I'm a coward. These are people like Red, people like that. Okay. Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes, Gray Line. I don't mind having you in at all. Don't want that smoke, Lee. Yeah, they don't. They don't want to come in, And that's what I'm going to do from now on. Anybody that has something negative to say to me, you're more than welcome to come into and say it to me. Huge mob bus. Not one of you eat the Columbos. You're right. Sean, how you doing?
Hi, Lee. How are you?
Oh, man. This is weird, man. I'm being accused of doing things I don't know what anybody's talking about.
Right. I haven't been really tuning in lately. I've been going through stuff at work, and my girlfriend's laughing right now. She can't believe I'm talking to you, but yeah, I like the content. I think that there's a lot of negative things going on in life. I think for me looking in, to your channel, I think it's time to move forward and try to be positive.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I really think that it's easy for people to leave comments on the internet and say bad things, but I was listening at work on the, when you did the interview with Johnny A-Light, and I liked that interview. I thought it was, you were almost, building a rapport and communication and stuff. And I think at the end of the day, that's all it's about, the communication and things like that. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't pay no mind to anybody and be happy with yourself. And if you're if you're having any anxiety or if this stuff's affecting your personal life, that's not why you originally started your show.
Yeah, I'm at the point. I'm not at the point now that it's not anymore. I'm not going to attack back. If people like if Walt Sicilian thinks something, I can't change his mind because I know what the truth is, and I don't wish nothing bad on the man. And this John Wolfe is actually doing a lot of shit. People like John Wolfe, and they love this. They want to see us go at each other. I don't got it in me no more. I'm not going at nobody. I'm going to go at people like Jimmy Calandra. I'm not going to go at nobody. I'm not going to go at people like FBS. That's what I'm. People
Right.
People don't talk about the fact the other day that Sammy Gavano was on the show with 3 cops, and he bashed the shit out of John Gotti. And then Jimmy Calandra came in and was talking to him right after he bashed the shit out of John Gotti. Why isn't anybody talking about that? I mean, that's mafia stuff.
Yeah, Sammy's got a really huge following.
Yeah.
And the pie's big enough for everybody to get their content out there and to be happy. I think, my opinion, you might see Sammy's stuff kind of fall off in the future because there's a lot of people that are kind of riding his coattail right now, and then they'll just stab him in the back too. But
or he'll do the stabbing. Sammy's too smart to let people stab him.
Yeah, no, yeah. I know he's a very smart man, and he's been around for decades. I mean,
Red wants to get in. So,
okay.
So
thank you.
I appreciate you coming in, and I got to give Red credit for coming up here.
Thank you.
But thank you for talking, and I'm going to definitely listen to what you say.
Bye-bye, Lee.
Okay, you take care.
Bye-bye.
Red, I got to give you a lot of credit. I appreciate you coming into the show. Thank you.
Hey, that's no problem. Can you hear me and see me?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad to be here. Jeez.
Well, I'm glad you came in. I mean, I don't think
I appreciate it.
I told you if I put a link down there, you've been very negative toward me, and I don't think you even know me. So I don't understand the negativity.
Of course, I don't know you. I've never met you in real life, but I have watched your channel since you first started doing this mob stuff, and at first it was great, but then all of a sudden it got all super negative, and
you're not joking, dude. I understand what you're saying 100%.
It turned me off, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you were on not Fatball Sicilian. You were on the Mob Rats Exposed show the other night, and I was like, hey, there's the old Lee Cole. Like, I mean, you guys were having a nice conversation. It was very pleasant.
Well,
all the backbiting, all the business in the background and stuff. It's just kind of off-putting. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm just going to try to get away from that. It's important. It's important.
Everybody gets away from it.
It's important to me that people like you that used to like my show and then got turned off because of the negativity. It's important for me to hear from you. But so anytime you want to come in to the show and just talk to me and say, hey, Lee, slow this shit down. You're getting at it. You're more than welcome.
Hey, I appreciate the invite. It's really nice this is actually the first time I've ever been on YouTube.
Well, I appreciate it. I got another guy that wants to come in now too. So maybe this is it's kind of I don't usually do this, but it's kind of nice though to meet the people that we're talking to. And I apologize for any of the insults because of the fact you did come in here. You have told me how you felt, and I'll just work on myself.
That's cool, man. You know, I appreciate it, and honestly, just wanted to come on here and be like, hey, I'm not a coward. I'm not an actual troll. I'm a real life human being.
Okay. Well, I do appreciate. I'm gonna let you go, dude. But if you ever want to do a show with me, even a full show, let me know.
You know what? I think I might just do that.
I'm gonna drop my email in here. Send me an email. We can set something up. You
All
know,
right.
I want to hear the other side. I want to hear about what I can do to have a better show.
Cool.
Okay. So I appreciate everything. Thank you for coming up. Take care.
Take it easy.
Well, you imagine that Red and I have been going at it for quite a while, and then he comes in here and does his thing. I appreciate it. So if there's anybody else that wants to, Sean Lee's here, but for some reason he wants to come on, but it's not opening up. Okay, let's see. Okay, Lee just ate a salami sandwich and a bag of regular Lay's. Well, I love salami, especially Genoa salami. I'm gonna tell you the one thing I miss. I miss New York and food. If you move to any other part of the country, you cannot get the food they have in New York. I'll send you the link right here, Thin Gray. You could just hit right on it. Get a lot easier that way. Just jump on in, my man. Sean Lee, you're not opening up here, so I'm going to take you out here. Just probably has something to do with your computer. Sorry about that. It's right there if you want to come in that way. JC, how you doing? And, you know, Sean Lee's trying to get back in here. Okay. If Sean Lee, if I see your face and you open up, I'll bring you right in. You know what? Cigarettes are hard to quit. My mom smoked it until she died. You know something? And a lot of guys that have shows also smoke. You know, and that's okay. Let's see. Sorry, Sean Lee, you're still not opening up. And you know, I wasn't planning on opening up a show at the same time as FBS. It's like I said, though, I had to just get it off my chest because, you know, I basically had to just say, you know, who's ever doing this to FBS, it's not me. And I condone, I don't condone anybody that's doing it to FBS. It's wrong. The fact of the matter is, when you're putting on these type of shows, it can get very stressful. And what makes it more stressful is when the trolls attack. Okay. Yeah, when the trolls start attacking, hey, I got a duck up there. Got to pay my StreamYard bill. Didn't even realize that. Yeah, and FBS, he does shows. He does, maybe he dedicates 2 to 3 hours a day of his life. And this can get very, very fucked up when you're totally being hit all the time. But we have to understand that there's people that want us to argue and fight. They love to see it. I'm not taking their bait. If he wants to take their bait, he's going to take their bait. But I'm not taking it no more. You know, that's it. I'm not going to, I know who I don't like and who I think really deserves to be hit. And that's guys like Anthony Raimondi, guys that platform Anthony Raimondi, Jimmy Calandra. And you know what, Jimmy, I'll tell you straight to your face. I think you're the biggest phony on all these platforms. Because so easily I can bring you out and you curse and swear and you get nasty. That's the real Jimmy Calandra, not the one that you pretend to be. Oh, no, FBI just... I don't want to say he is, but if he's believing these people, there's an issue here now. Because I've been talking to him for 3 days and telling him, look, FBS, this is bullshit. This ain't me. I swore on my children that this wasn't me. This isn't me. I'm not the one doing it. The station's very entertaining. You brought life to genre, and you should continue doing the way you are. Yes, I'm gonna. The only difference is I'm not gonna get into wars with people. It takes too much out of what we're supposed to be doing. I'm not going to get into wars with other people that have platform and are in the mafia genre and have platforms that don't deserve it. Why won't FBS talk about how Sammy? This is the biggest mystery going. Why won't people talk about Sammy and what he did to Bash John Sr.? Why won't people talk about how the people when Sammy was bashing the shit out of John Gotti, the people that were in the room said, "Oh, Jimmy Calandra sent us. Jimmy Calandra sent us." So Jimmy sent a bunch of people to go into the show and watch Gravano bash John Gotti. Whether you like John Gotti or not, whether you think that he hurt the mafia or for being too flamboyant, that's up to you. But the fact of the matter is, John Gotti never ratted, and nobody can say that they could be a man like John Gotti. John Gotti died in a bed, cancer riddled through his body. And you got Sammy Gravano, who never, up until right about now. Thin Gray Line, how you doing?
Hold on one second. I can get my speakers on.
Okay, so you had Sammy Gravano, who has never talked about John Gotti asking him to take the fall. He started this in the last couple of years. If you go back to the original first interview that he ever did, he never said that John Gotti told him to take the fall. This is all new. And so now he could say whatever he wants. It's just like when Sammy Gravano changed the story about Alan Kaiser. When Sammy Gravano got arrested originally, he told the FBI, the Department of Justice, that he killed Alan Kaiser. And now it's changed that his partner did. Once again, Sammy Gravano changes the story. But, I like to ask you a question. It was a good question brought up to me, and I appreciate you showing up and coming in. And let me tell you one thing straight up. Thin Gray Line doesn't like the drama, and that's one of the reasons he's been avoiding it. And I can't say I blame him. But we're going to talk a little mafia stuff here right now. And do you find it? How weird do you find it that this whole thing that happened the other night with Sammy speaking all the crap he was speaking and no one talking about it?
Alliances are something that I still can't figure out with this whole genre. Why certain alliances are the way they are. It certainly doesn't make sense from a connection standpoint, the way some people are connected and how they're friends. I don't quite understand it, but that's not for me to understand, I guess, because it has nothing to do with me. This is the reason why I stayed out of this bullshit in the first place, because it's just nothing but backstabbing, backdoor talking, who can jab who can come out with some, info that somebody doesn't know to ruin them. It's gotten out of hand.
Yes.
And
yep.
the two of you, just the other day when this got squashed, I spoke to the two of you. I spoke to you separately, and I talked to FBS separately. And the relief that I could hear in both of your voices showed me that the two of you truly don't want this smoke.
Nope.
Neither one of you want this. And the reliefment that I heard in both of your voices told me that this can be resolved and this can be fixed, because I truly think the two of you don't want this at all.
Well, what's
And
I'm
ahead.
sorry, well, what bothers me more than anything is when you know that you're not involved in it.
That's tough. That is
You
tough.
know, and then you're being accused of it.
But
And, you know,
this is what I'm going to say. And you and I have talked about the same thing. Some of it coming at you and directed at you, I think you understand why. And you
not
know.
today. Not today.
No. Let me explain.
Yeah.
Let me explain.
No.
I understand what you've said and what you've claimed. And I've literally said verbatim, word for word, that Lee swore on his kids that he does not behind this and has nothing to do with this. But you can't somewhat blame Chris for thinking otherwise until he hears those things.
I'm sorry. Today I can. And let me tell you why. Because when I talked to Chris the other day, I told him to give me a call if there's anything else pops up. There's no call. He pops up on his show today. See, this is the problem. You can't be opening up your show to talk about a beef you have with somebody on something this serious. This is the problem that I have. And because I actually really like Chris. Whether Chris doesn't want to be my friend or not, that's fine and good. I don't care about his show. I don't care how much he makes. I'm not jealous about how many people he has. I hope he gets 20,000 people because I'm 60 years old. I'm not going to be here a long time. This can be a career for Chris. So right. I'm not trying to wish bad luck on anybody.
Right. It's just there's so much shit in between, and then this John Wolfe guy, whoever he is, and whatever he's trying to do, all I can say is, if you're listening, Chris is going to put out his entire case. So regardless of what you think you have, or what maybe you have somebody that you're going to bring on, it all is either going to be verified or debunked. And I don't think Chris would be coming on here going to the extent if it wasn't going to be debunked.
I think the guy's full of shit, and he's accomplishing exactly what he wants to accomplish right now. Well, I think come tonight he ain't gonna have shit. I won't even be surprised if he doesn't even have a show tonight, because he's gonna accomplish what he wants to accomplish.
But you also got to remember, and you guys both have stated this, that there are those group of people who love the drama. The fact that you guys were going at each other and beefing, and you put out a show, he'd put out a show, and it's the two of you like boxing it out. People love that. It draws people to those channels, and it draws people in, because, like everyone knows, drama sells.
But you see what I did today, though, right? I'm not doing it. I'm not going to attack Chris.
I know you're not. And
no matter what he says, I don't care.
Like I said to Chris, and I said to Chris, just like I spoke to you literally both right around the same time. It's crazy. I spoke to you, and then I spoke to Chris, and the two of you are just too good of people to have to go through this. And the fact that people are trying to put a rift between you two is a fucking shame. But it's you two. It's your show and his show, and MRE, and a few others that have their little channels. But for the most part, it's you three that are the most relevant in this genre. So anybody that's trying to come up, guess what? They're going to be throwing your names into the mix to get that clickbait and that click view, because it's the Lee Cole name, it's the FBS name, it's the MRE name, it's the A-Light name, it's the Ramundi name.
And can you explain to people by what Jimmy Calandra's been doing, saying my name so much, what it's actually done? Because you brought this up to me the other day.
Well, like I said, I don't know Jimmy Calandra. I don't have anything.
No. What it's done?
No. Yeah. Just algorithm alone.
Yes.
By him keeping his name, your name in his mouth, it's driving people to look you up. So he's only helping you. He's driving people to your channel because he's going to have people go type in your name.
And you want to type in Sammy Gavano's name, right?
Right. Like I said, I typed in, because you told me to look at that cop show. Yeah. So I have no idea what their name was. So I just typed in Sammy Gravano interview with cops. And the first video that pops up was you. It was the Lee Cole show. So again, this is the algorithm. Even typing in Sammy Gravano, with all the people he has and all the videos he has, you were still the #1 video that popped up.
And I like to say one thing here. Barbara, how you doing? Barbara and I have known each other since we've been 15. Barbara was my first kiss ever. But anyway, thank you,
Jesus.
Barbara. Yeah, we've
God
known
bless you, Barb. You poor
Yeah.
thing. You poor thing.
He's jealous, Barbara. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna bring on I'm gonna bring 1 second. Hey, what's up, man?
JC's in the house.
JC,
Hey, what's up, guys? Can you
how's
see
it
me?
going? Now you got to move over a little bit. Yeah, perfect. We got
All
you.
right, that'll work. Hey,
So how's-
good to finally be on a show with you, Thin Gray Line.
Absolutely, brother. Good. Nice to meet you.
Good. Same here. I'm announcing here that I'm gonna be wrapping up the last piece of business with the old Hootie and JC show. I too am tired of the old school drama. And the show that I do upcoming in the next few days, I have my daughter this weekend. She takes precedent over YouTube. I'm going to, the last thing that I had promised was Gene, I would put his book out there. I'm not going to plug it right now or anything. But back in the day, he was.
Don't do that here. Don't do that. Okay.
Yeah, he was our first interview back in the day. And he was one of the guys that got us started. Our numbers skyrocketed quicker than most.
You know, you're not helping me doing this right now, right?
Right. Well, hey, my
Okay.
thing is I'm neutral with this too. I'm in California. That's New York business, and I wish you guys weren't. I wish everybody wasn't going through it. You know, with that, it is what it is. But I'm going to wrap up the last piece of business with my show, and then. What we do from there, we'll figure out. I've talked to M. Callie and and some of the other guys who were on, and we're gonna do a nice compilation type show. And
Before you say
also-
anything else, I want to say one thing.
Yeah.
Thin Gray Line, is there anything that you want to ask of JC? Because you guys have because you never really talked to him before.
No, when I get to know somebody, I like to sit back and observe, and then I'll make my determination from there. But no, I like to make my own opinions, develop my own. You know, if I like someone, don't like someone, I just like sit back and listen. So no, I'm listening right now. I'm intrigued.
Okay, so I'm sorry.
No wonder he became a prison, guy. He likes to sit back and watch. That he figured out who he was at a young enough age. Salute to you for that, because hey, a lot of us didn't when we were younger. But for the people out there, find your lane if you're a little bit younger and go with it.
The 20-year pension doesn't help with a lifelong medical that's free. You know, that's a big seller right there.
Okay, now JC, what do you think about this stuff with people provoking, trying to provoke me and FBS to go at it?
Well, I've discovered that there were guys, and I sent you some text screenshots earlier today, but and we won't get into those right now. I can talk to you another time, but there were guys instigating me and Hootie back in April. There was a group of trolls. What happened here is a lot of guys in the mob genre are very new to the internet, and these trolls are basically guys that live at home. They're in their 30s. They have nothing to do. They get off by starting things with real people. Right. And they caught these guys off guard, and they made fake profiles. There's one of me going around. Gunnar Lindblom told me today on his page, hey, there's a guy impersonating you now. There's a video of mine that, out there. There's a bunch of stuff out there that people are doing with everybody. And
so let me get this straight. Someone's impersonating a middle-aged pothead from California.
Jeez.
Well, hey, Lee, that's an illustration of how bored they are when they got to get to that part of the barrel. That's some real boredom. And look, they're doing it to you. You got your stuff. You're an old guy from Texas or from New York to transport.
Calls me an old guy. Okay.
And
yes.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm
we call them seasoned citizens. You're a seasoned citizen.
Oh, I'm a senior citizen.
So,
okay.
I thought I saw that AARP card behind you, but okay. Anyhow,
it's in my wallet. Okay.
Don't leave.
When I go to the store,
don't leave home without it card.
When I go to the store, I take it out, and when I put it on the counter, I go like this. Bam! Just right like that.
Well, I think JC's t-shirt says a lot. I think you have a salty crew out there that wants to create these riffs. They develop and make up these, counterfeit screen names. They try to, pose as the real person, pose as the real E, pose as the real JC or FBS. They make ridiculous claims and comments on these other guys' channels to try to create this rift. I mean, it's nothing new. This is old tactics. This is just, it's new to you guys because you haven't experienced it yet, but this is nothing new.
Exactly.
Go into the Paul brothers chat rooms back in the day. This is baby shit compared to what they used to deal with.
Oh my God.
This is old school shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And they also have 10 million followers. God bless them. You know, people can make fun of them, but the fact of the matter is they got 10 to 20 million followers. So they don't care if you make fun of them.
Right.
Okay. I like to see what Tim Reed says, because Tim Reed could be kind of hard on me at times. You know Tim Reed, right?
Oh, yeah, I've heard of him. There's about 40 of him too. So another example. And you know what? In all honesty, I got to give Reed a bit of a shout out in the sense that he has an all right troll game. I know he does well. He's been at it and does his thing. So I got to give him some level of credit for that.
So Tim Reed, you have just gotten credit for being a troll. But anyway. Okay, I'm sorry. I won't cut you off no more. It's your platform. Just say what you got to say. Do what you got to do.
Oh, well, look, basically, we got to do. He's right. We have to call an end to this. We really all should talk to each other the old school way, voice to voice, voice to ear to, because this stuff online, it's so easy to duplicate text messages or fake FB messages, fake IG messages. And you can literally type in what you want to put as a message into an app, and it'll copy somebody's writing style. The algorithm copies it. And that's unfortunately the world we're heading into, where God only knows where we'll be going with evidence stuff in the future when people can make evidence that looks pretty damn real. But right now, look what it's doing with us with just some basement trolls.
Yeah. Well, I got this Sean Lee. He tried to get in here. Of course, it didn't pop open. But he just wrote me a private chat that says, fuck Lee Cole. Lee Cole has a tiny dick.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Hey, you know what? I'll take your word on that one, Lee.
Yep. We don't need to verify that.
Yeah,
nope.
No visual aids needed, any of that stuff.
Okay.
Someone asked about the sunglasses. Normally I don't, but it became a shtick because I did it a few times. And then you fans started requesting I wear my sunglasses because you thought you liked
No, you're just trying to be like the A-lights.
Now I'm hiding a drug problem.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? See, this is another thing with these people. I will get a bunch of requests for something and I do it. And then they change up on me, and I'm like, wait a minute, I'm being ordered around by the public. Forget that. I got to do this the way I want to do it.
I want to read this real quick. I agree with you, Lee. FBS is a good man, but he should sort out his beef with Lee one-on-one and not to do it on his show. It is a turnoff, and I'm afraid because I hate the drama. I have no beef with him.
Well, you got to remember, and this words matter and how you say them matter. Chris did not come out on his show accusing anyone. Okay. He didn't say any names. He didn't drop anybody's fucking name.
Come on.
He came out. Hey,
come on.
You and I know Lee. You and I know Lee. Maybe JC knows.
Yeah. The minute he said it, 20 people in his room said Lee.
Because some people have some intelligence, but some people don't, and they're not following this as closely. But you can't say he dropped your name. He didn't.
Well, you don't have to drop the name. You don't have to drop the name.
He mentioned John Wolfe after a couple people said Wolfe's name, and then that brought up. Keep in mind, Wolfe. I'll just say is allegedly behind a profile that has these Satan images with FBS and his wife. It's an 8-year-old profile, so it can't be Gene Borello, it can't be Sonny Money, it can't be me, it can't be Thin Gray Line.
Don't put Sonny Money's name into a show, please. No Sonny Money here. Okay?
He's in a lot of shows.
Help the boy. I'm gonna start giving him some real online advice because he needs it. You can tell he's a guy that is misdirected, and he's 22 or whatever he is. Obviously he doesn't have a figure there for him.
So let me get this right. So a misdirected middle-aged pothead from California is going to give Sonny Money directions?
My house has 6 bedrooms and it's worth 450 G's.
Bam!
Right?
Oh, what a great answer. What a great answer.
I can lay around and get high all I want if I choose not to. Now,
listen,
plus-
I can
plus
add to that though.
Yeah.
I can add to this whole Sonny Money thing, and this is an invite that's been given by more than just me. And Damien has said and stated, me and Damien will both be at John Gotti III's fight. It'll be in Hartford, Connecticut. It's been postponed. It was supposed to come up in like early October. Somebody got hurt that was on the card, so they pushed it back. But if Sonny or anyone from this genre, for that matter, that wants to run their mouth or talk shit or challenge anyone, because Sonny has challenged Damien, you could do so in person. You could do so in person in Hartford, Connecticut when that fight happens.
So does
Sonny, sober up and then rethink what you said.
So
think about it tomorrow.
Yeah, but there's a
morning.
catch here. There's a catch here. There's a catch though. Damien's going to duct tape his 2 arms behind him, duct tape his feet, and he's going to duct tape his eyes. Then he'll take on Sonny. Poor Sonny. He's going to say that to Sonny. If you're listening, you're going to say that to the wrong person, and they're going to take you up on it, Sonny.
Oh,
yeah.
You are.
It's like Damien said.
It's
like Damien said. There's this world that's behind the computer and behind the screen, and then there's the real world. You never know when those 2 worlds are going to collide. So you got to watch your mouth.
Yep, and it's like one time, and Hootie said this. And people say stop using Hootie, but Hootie said something that made a lot of sense. He said that it's only a matter of time before somebody's going to get very badly hurt, because a lot of these guys that got ratted on are coming out of prison, and there's
another reason why I stopped the whole thing with Hootie, and Hootie has agreed as well, was we were getting trolls who we didn't even know claiming to like rep us, threatening each other. Guys from here threatening them, and it was lame. And we were like, no matter what we think of each other, we got to call it into it. And then all of a sudden, I got called a simp and all kinds of bullshit. When I was attacking A-Light, everybody loved me. I started hitting others, Scotty Jr., for instance. Now I'm hated on too. It is what it is, but the streets call it how it is.
Okay, Tanya, the odds are that ain't you in the picture, but if it is, you can ask anything you want. Tanya Moonstar.
Tanya can say whatever she wants.
Yes. Who wears sunglasses inside? Laugh my ass off. John A-Light? John A-Light? Jimmy A-Light? Huh?
Tania or Tanya? I answered that question 5 minutes ago, so rewind and you'll be all good.
Well, she can ask that question 30 times if that's the real Tanya. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
She could be working at the Palms for all you know.
Yeah.
Or Aria. You know, they have some nice little day clubs.
Mickey Boy, New York City, 85 says, Tanya, he is hiding his crows, Phil. Are you hiding your crow eyes?
I think he meant his hiding his crow's feet.
No, I don't hide them. I'm proud of them. I'm actually look at my hair at 46. I'm doing all right.
Yeah, me too.
Easy now.
Yeah,
you might get a channel all dedicated to your hair.
I know.
That happened.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think Nadu has its own IG page dedicated to his hair.
Hey, Mr. Stacks is in the chat. He can come on if he would like.
Yeah, Stacks, come through. Come on, Stacks.
Everyone said Jeff, not Lee. Anyone that said Lee had a question mark after.
He did say Jeff Nadeau as well, but I think it was his audience who said Lee, to be honest with you. I don't think it'll pop off, Lee. But okay. I hope not.
No, I gave my opinion of it. I'm not doing nothing about it. People can say what they want. I'm not getting into any type of shout match. Andrew says, I originally thought Sonny Money was like a Spinal Tap of Mob 2. Didn't realize he was serious.
He's not serious about certain things. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know he's not serious about Damien, but maybe he is about other things. And this whole calling the cops thing and all that, like, I don't even know what he's trying to accomplish there. It's weird.
Well, yeah, he came on and he had a picture.
Yeah, but the video only shows like there's cops in the background. That doesn't prove shit. It's the weirdest video I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
I don't get it.
Once again, we need proof.
Yeah, you don't just go accuse somebody of calling the cops when you're showing cops' feet in the bottom of a cop car, 80 feet away. That doesn't prove shit.
No
Nothing.
doubt, huh?
If he was really trying to prove it, he would have had that camera running while the cops were talking to him.
Lee, you called out Jeff a while ago, and now FBS. I hate to say it, I made some. Anybody can go back in my library and see the videos I made on Jeff a long time ago.
One thing I will say about Lee, Lee has been warning everyone about Jeff from the beginning. I got to give him credit on that.
And that was just because his coworkers.
Who was that, JC?
Oh, well, being that Stax is in the audience, and I was talking earlier about trolls, I had sent Lee a text, ironically enough. You guys can't see it probably here, but I won't read it off. But it was Hootie. It's a screenshot of Hootie and Stax arguing just before they broke up. Now, if I have it, you have to wonder, gee, was there trolls involved with this? Yes, obviously.
That's a fucking shame. That's a shame.
I was sent his private stuff. I've got an email from a chick from them. I mean, I got crazy stuff, and I know it's both of them. So one of them shared it with a troll like an idiot, and that guy ended up, the troll put it all over, and then before you know it, it's like that old game in kindergarten where you tell the secret to the next kid and they tell it on. You get 30 kids deep and the words are completely different. So
U.S. Army medic says the internet really empowers many. The same ones in real life would never open their mouths. Absolutely. People don't realize when you do a show here and once you put your face up in the show, you're open game. And because you got the cowards that are going to come after you. And I used to kind of mock Mob Rats for not showing his face, but after learning, I can understand why he didn't show his face. And if anything, he was smart not to show his face. But especially in the mafia genre.
Well, especially with how vicious he goes after some of these guys. It's one thing about the snitching stuff, but when he gets into the sexual orientation stuff and all that with them, their insinuations, that's way, even for a troll, that's bad. He should be sticking to actual rats and not just some of them, all of them, if that's what you do.
Well, listen, all of you guys have these channels and it's a business, regardless of what people think. And if you got to play the game and play around what YouTube wants as far as what they say the game is, you be smart and play the game. Don't be fucking stupid.
It's like when people say that I say stuff about, this is the biggest false myth, about FDS wanting asking for money and stuff like that. One, he doesn't ask for money.
Never.
He puts what he does is he does whatever anybody else does. He works 3 hours at night doing a show, and it takes him 5-6 hours putting the show together. And then you got to listen to all the people trolling you. So if anybody doesn't think that people should get paid for doing their show, they don't understand.
You got to remember too, and this is a great way to get your message across. And this is why, I sent you a super chat too, Lee, and I would send it to JC or to anybody too. If I'm not a hater and I think you're doing a good show as far as putting out good content, speaking your mind, giving a platform for others to share their ideas, I'm a big supporter of that, whether I like you or don't like you. If you're providing a service, which is your platform, it's a service for people to share and get their opinions out there and their ideas. What is wrong with donating towards that to keep that show and that platform going for you?
Exactly. No one's asking you to do it.
Right.
No one's saying you.
But here's the flip side. Here's the flip side. Even if you're not a supporter, if I want to get my message out there, I know you're going to put the super chats up there, right? Yeah. If I want to get my message out there and there's hundreds of people making comments, put your super chat out there. Drop one. I guarantee your message gets read. It's simple.
And people have to remember also, half of what you make on super chats goes to YouTube.
That's some bullshit right there.
Yeah,
that's some fucking bullshit.
So if you get
that's just like Facebook and the stars that you send for people that are gamers, you get 1 penny for every star that you purchase. 1 fucking penny. And people still game on Facebook. I'd say fuck you.
One of the guys in the chat said I was taking a passive aggressive shot at MRE. BS. He tried to repost one of my posts and he deliberately misinterpreted it. So if he wants to roll like that, I will counter negative stuff by just reversing it, but I'm not going to go personal with anybody.
What do you have to say to Louis the Rope Cazzo? Lee R. Cole III, JC is a clown.
Yeah, that's one of Stax's profiles. He wrote it right above Stax, and he joined right in with him. But I don't care. Come on the show, Stax. Come on.
Hey, he's going to get Ramundi after you. You better chill out.
I know. Yeah, he'll have Ramundi put a squirt gun hit on me.
Okay. U.S. Army, you're absolutely correct. Some people are all crave attention no matter the cost. And that's what they come here and that they can get attention. You literally have people that say there's like 6 shows a day. You'll literally have a person in all 6 shows. You know, so that's a lot.
I want this dude John Wolfe to come on the fucking show.
No doubt, huh?
He needs to grow some balls and come on the show.
Yeah,
I agree 100%.
Whatever you got to say, whatever you think, whoever you have in your corner, get some balls, come on the show. Let's hear what you have to say.
And Lee's been more than fair to him. Lee's been one of the few that actually will play one of his videos on the show. And
when people come at, even people who come at Lee will still give him credit. Say that's actually pretty funny, or that's pretty clever. So get some balls. Come on the fucking show and let's hash it out. And I promise you, you, John, I'll promise you right now, Wolf, if you come on Lee's show right now, I'll guarantee I'll get FBS to come on the show too. And you guys can talk live right now. I'll promise you.
Louis the Rope Cazo wants to know what sex stuff, JC?
Well, I've talked to you a little bit about what happened with them, but
yeah, I don't want to get into that.
That stuff is drama. That stuff is beta. I don't do that.
Okay. Andrew White, I had a great personal call with Lee Cole. He's a good guy. Yes, we did talk, a matter of fact, because U.S. Army combat medic. He is actually, he is what he says he is. And he had a lot of issues with Raimondi being given a platform because he's a military man. These are the people that, this is the kind of shows that I want to do. I don't want to do shows about what FBS is saying about me or vice versa.
Right.
Nothing wrong with donating to channels because to me, they are working. It is a job. Oh my God, it's a job. Oh God.
That's what you guys, these people that just sit here and listen, they don't understand how much work actually goes into this shit. I know JC puts in his work. Lee, I know you do your fucking research. I know FBS puts in a shit ton of work. His phone and his email is nonstop all day. You're trying to get people, you're trying to get interesting guests to come on the show. It takes time. It takes networking. It takes ass kissing, whatever you got to do. It is what it is.
What's up, Lee? Hey, impeach Creepy Joe. I like saying that.
Get him the fuck out.
Yeah. Thin Gray Line is a fair guy. Oh, without a doubt. Hey, listen, whenever
oh, thank you, Ed.
And yeah, whenever I need someone to talk to, I pick up the phone and I know he's going to pick up and talk to me. And he doesn't agree with me sometimes. I
don't. If I don't agree with Lee, I tell him he's thinking retarded. But if he's about to get it fucked up, I try to talk him off the ledge numerous times. But there's often times where Lee is correct.
Stax platforms are Mondi, no love for Stax. And that's what I'm trying to tell Stax. It's not good for him to do this.
He needs to get over the whole I need hits thing and just drop it. You got to have some standards with that.
I talk to Stax myself too. Stax knows. He knows.
Yeah, good.
Keep my son's name out.
This guy's hilarious.
Hey,
this guy's hilarious.
He's got a super soaker pointed at me. All right.
No, I think I like the fake Raimondi better than the real one. This guy's hilarious.
Yeah.
This guy's hilarious.
He just got off work, bro. More Raimondi bullshit.
He's a carny that's actually successful, so he does it on the side.
Yeah.
He fakes
John
on the side.
John seems like a lone wolf, maybe not okay in that. Crime Spot, that's a very good thing because those are the people that don't care if they're attacked because they're lone wolves. So, and there's no doubt he's by himself and he doesn't care if he's attacked. He just doesn't care.
Listen, I see society's worst day in and day out. That he's small potatoes compared to what I've seen. So, just put it this way: the guys that are behind walls, just be very grateful they're still behind walls.
Oh yeah,
John small potatoes compared to these guys.
Ramondi, not many dislike, but your stolen valor is BS, and I know you're a BS artist. JC, are you trying to be a light with the glasses?
Yet another guy asking a question that was answered.
JC,
now it's
you got to change your screen name. You got to change your screen name to the reason why you wear glasses. So everybody,
I have to put a disclaimer up there for some of these clowns. It lets you know right there that that's why you can't win with these people. And you know,
hey, listen. Your sunglasses can have a show if Jeff's wig can have a show.
Oh, wait a minute. Stax, he just dropped a show. He said it's for 343. Isn't it past 343? 350 where I am.
Yeah, it might be, but you know, we're going up. I don't think anybody's going to run the Stax. So tell your mods to stop blocking me, Anthony Ramondi.
Hey, Mike, what's up, buddy? Mike Fleming said hi to us.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, what's good, Mike? Shout out to Mike. He's always a good positive dude.
Yeah. I got Mike Fleming too.
I got one mod in here, and he's the best mod there is. He equals 10 mods in any other show, and that's Trumel. And I trust him 100%.
Trumel is another one. He's a good ass dude too. Yankees for life. He's a good dude. Miss Can't Be Wrong. All those guys. They're great people. They're always positive.
Thank you, Edward. Appreciate it. Whoever Fake Ramondi is on FBS, the MRE channel is hilarious. It is.
Yeah.
It is hilarious.
One fake profile that should stay.
Okay.
Right.
Mahout Larry says, take off your damn glasses.
Hey, Larry, depends on the donation. How much you're going to donate to get him to do it.
There you go.
Money
Larry,
talk.
I'll tell you what. Give me $20, I'll kick him off.
You gotta remember, Lee, that's only $10 in your pocket. You gotta make it 40. You gotta make it 40.
Give me $10 and I'll leave voluntarily.
No, you're leaving for $5.
Link your cash out.
We bargained it down, damn it. Now it's not worth it.
Yeah, of course, salute the Combat Medic. Just so you know, Combat Medic, he did get shot, and he was also in the Kuwait War, the original one that started this whole mess.
You mean the Iraq War?
Yeah, the original one with Kuwait.
The Gulf War.
Gulf War,
yeah.
91, yeah.
That started in Iraq,
91.
didn't it?
Yeah, well, no, that's when they attacked Kuwait.
Mike, my guy, what's good, brother?
Hey, Mike, man, you know, you come on here, but I've been watching you. You talk a lot of shit behind my back, Mikey.
Hey, that's my guy. Take it easy.
Hey. The drama is YTube. It's crazy, but I can only imagine the BS treachery and drama in prison. You can't imagine.
Oh
my gosh.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, Andrew. There's consequences to that drama. So if you want to, like, I'll take the example today. If you're going to accuse another inmate of being a rat and it's false, you better hide. That's all I'm going to tell you. You better hide.
You better pack. You better pack it up.
You better be taping phone books around your waist and wearing a couple sweatshirts to make sure the shank doesn't go all the way in. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Mike, we're doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mahout Larry says, you are the biggest clown. Me or JC? But because
I got these giant dice, even these things.
Yeah.
So I got it, something I can juggle if need be.
You can hang them around your neck too, you know.
Oh, dude, these are killer though. They're actually lawn dice, so you can roll craps on your lawn against guys in the hood.
There you
go.
Next time I go to it.
Lexi always has good stuff. She says, I heard Ramondi was actually a famous Coney Island sword swallower. John Alight, it was his protege. They had a falling out. Alight gave up the swords. Now he swallows baseball bats.
Oh, my.
1, 2, and 3, just like that.
Okay. I think Lexi's from my area, actually. I think she's from my neck of the woods because she knows a lot of the Bruno faction, the Aralata faction.
Oh, we got to get Tim Reed in here. Have you guys seen the video of John Chapman, the first Medal of Honor recorded?
Huh?
I've seen videos of him.
The first that he was in Afghanistan. The first Medal of Honor would have been a long time ago.
Yeah, that I don't even know.
What
that
World
doesn't
War
even make sense.
I? When did they start handing those out?
Nobody
Let's get-
living in this lifetime right now.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
possible.
Guy number
Okay.
one would be like 200 years old or something.
Yeah,
Okay, I like to Gunsmoke the Don.
that's
Go
my
check
dog
out-
right there.
Go check out his channel. He does he does videos, and he goes after everybody except Jimmy Calandra. I don't know why, but
And he dropped the part. He dropped the part of me when I said on MRE's channel of saying that I know for a fact there are tapes. I didn't listen to them. I didn't request them or want them because I don't want any part of it. But I know I physically saw the attachments that you were going to send me. So they do exist, and she's putting them out. So obviously, we were right.
And Gunsmoke. One thing though, every time I see that video of my fingers getting shot off, it hurts. It hurts, dude. It really hurts.
Gunsmoke's a really talented editor. That's
Without a doubt. If anybody wants,
Tim Reed needs to clarify. He meant the first one recorded on video, I believe. That
Maybe,
where he actually did the deed and it was on video.
No more talking
that
about.
may well be right.
No more talking about Anthony Ramundi. No more. Salute, don't dox, kid. Shout out to Baby Boy Stacks, Kid Son Money. They're both tough, good boys. Also tell your mods backing off with banning.
ALR.
Okay.
I don't even get a shout out in that. What the fuck? Thought we were better than that.
Yeah. I am Carlos.
Even Carlos
Muñez.
has his own title. Jesus Christ.
Carlos Muñez gets people go after Carlos Muñez.
Carlos is famous in this genre. I hate to break it to you, but Carlos should drop his
He
own
is.
channel because he's famous. That guy is famous.
Why is it that someone something about Angel? Your comment gets blocked. She's not no more special than the rest of us. She has a famous father. Well, because it's a disrespect thing toward a woman. And if you're going to disrespect her, just go on Twitter and write her. I mean, maybe she'll answer you. You know, I'm not here to bash women.
Yeah. Here's a clue to all of you guys out there. Do not argue with women in general, but especially women that have a name that's well known. Not a smart idea.
But also, just leave women out of it. Just don't go after them. Especially
Right,
like
exactly.
FBS's
The
wife.
way that-
Leave her the fuck alone. She
Right,
doesn't deserve
exactly.
any of this shit. She doesn't inject her opinion on this shit. She's not in this fight, so leave her the fuck alone.
Gunsmoke
and
says,
everybody
out
better
there,
be
you're
respectful to Angel.
counterproductive, by the way, if you make profiles and all that stuff like that. You're actually going to
Exactly.
damage your name.
You're fucking
okay,
disgusting.
and Gunsmoke, can you do me a favor? Can you find like a better character for me? You found like the perfect character for me. That was really insulting. And then you got Clint Eastwood for Jimmy Calandra. Come on. Okay.
I think we know where his loyalties lie. No, joke.
No, he's very fair.
Yeah, I know. I like his
Yeah,
videos.
no,
He looks like a guy that just started practicing with the editing software, and he's getting really good fast. So,
JC, no IPA, no Heineken today, no nothing.
Yeah, it's still 1:00 in California, so I got to go wrap up one piece of business. But yeah, I can retire at 3:00 today. My time. I worked a 6-hour day total. It's not that difficult. My business is doing well, so that's another reason why.
So what exactly
Salud.
is your business?
I do the outdoor TV antennas. I charge anywhere from $99 to about $500, depending on the type of work, whether it's custom work or just like we'll just say a job that's more efficient on price. It's a one-time deal. I can get them about 120 channels in my area here, and they're all pure HD. It's a one-way shot to the towers that broadcast. And so no monthly bill. So they can drop cable or dish or direct. And then they just use Netflix or streaming for pay channels.
Hey, I was
So
going to say,
is it like a DirecTV type deal or?
No, it's just a normal outdoor antenna. And, back in the day, they got like 4 channels. Now it's like in the 130 range here. The average, I can get about 120 of them. And so,
Listen, you need to come up with something for the inmates. All right, because if you saw these makeshift antennas, these guys tape up and put out the windows.
I was in county jail for 1 week here, and the top floor of the dorm I was in was all Spanish 1 week, and then the vatos that spoke English had the bottom, and then they would alternate. So I'd either have to watch cops and court shows with the vatos liked, or stuff I couldn't understand. So, yeah, I know what you mean a bit. They get really, really. it's funny that even when there's no one watching, if another guy goes to turn it off, more often than not, someone still points at him and tells him to stop, even if nobody's watching the TV. You
Right.
can't flip it to. I can't put it on X Games or motocross for 5 minutes. So,
Here's a good question. Did you guys see the new documentary with A-Light?
I saw it last night.
And what's the name of it?
He is the Terminator.
Yeah, isn't it Superman A-Light 3?
He's the Hitman Terminator or something like that. I got to look back at it.
What's the name of his show?
It's on Locked Up Abroad.
He got on to Lock Up Abroad.
Yes, he advertised it.
Yeah. Hey.
Well, I don't.
Hey, Lee, don't you talk about my documentaries like that, all right?
It's Locked Up Abroad. Locked Up Abroad, Mafia Terminator, right here.
Yeah, but you got to be careful. If I say Locked Up Abroad, the kidnapping.
The
kidnapping jokes are going to come up. Locked Up Abroad.
Hey, that's a quick one, Lee. Good job catching that. I mean, sort of a good job.
I've heard that's a quick one a lot in my life. Okay. Thank you, JC, for being able to read.
Thank you, you guys.
All right, my man.
All right. Take it easy.
Take care.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Take care. Okay, that was interesting. And if there's anybody else that wants to jump up here, please feel free. Let us know.
Still waiting for Wolfe to jump in. And like I said, I'll guarantee FBS will jump in too.
He said that John Gotti Sr. Personal terminator. He was John Gotti Sr.'s.
He was John Gotti Sr.'s personal terminator. It was literally him from a child working in the deli to who was the guy that he was like in the beginning? It must have been a captain or something in the area. Told him to go beat up a guy that owed him money. So he went to the guy's house with a baseball bat, beat him up, and the guy paid this particular mob boss the next day. Told him what a good job he did, blah, 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 blah. So the jobs kept coming his way. And then it came to Senior giving him an order to go whack somebody. And he did it. He got in the back seat of a car and shot the guy in the back of the head. But they first brought him to a bar and got him drunk.
But he says he only killed one person, so now it's changing.
Yeah. The only one they documented was this one hit that he did in the beginning for him.
Yeah. And if these are true, you wouldn't be talking about murders that you did not. When you're become a witness, you got to tell them about everything you did. So
that's the thing. I don't see how he can present this story, put it out there on literally a platform like that, Locked Up Abroad, and not have some validity to it, to where people can debunk it. Explain that one to me.
They don't. Well, look at Ramondi. He got on to Vlad TV.
Ramondi's not on mainstream channels, though. He's not on he's on YouTube. Okay, great. But he's not on Locked Up Abroad, which is National Geographic. That's a little fucking different.
Yeah, that's true. But, we have to also remember, though, YouTube has shows that are higher rated than TV.
Oh, they're getting more views. Absolutely.
Like Tim Pool is higher rated than CNN.
They're getting more. They're getting more views, but remember where there's more money behind these other channels. National Geographic's net worth obviously is a lot more than these YouTube channels.
Okay, Lexi says, I think A-Light at this point is just making up incredulous claims just to screw with us. You might be right,
Hey, but it's getting out there, and he's getting on big ass platforms like that.
He keeps on going. I mean, you figure just when you think he's done, he keeps on going. Regardless
of how incredible they may be or not credible as the story may be, it's a genius marketing move for him. Period. He's got a book out. He just dropped the book, and now he's doing the show. What do you think that's going to do for his book sales?
A-Light implied he was made laugh out loud. He implied that. I mean, anybody knows that's not true.
He said that the treatment he was getting, he said he was a street boss, which we all know he can't be shit because he's not Italian. So he was not a street boss. He may have had his own little crew in that area, which I don't think too many people are doubting, but he was never a street boss. And there's no way he was John Gotti's right-hand man. That's just not possible.
No,
it's not possible. No
Yeah,
one puts him there. No one.
John Gotti had a certain crew of killers that hung around him, guys you did not want to know. And that's why John Gotti became the man. I mean, he had killers around him. And no one ever heard of John A. being one of those killers. And
Right.
that's a mark against National Geographic.
You're right, Lexi. You're absolutely right.
The same, yeah, and that's it. It's amazing that none of these people do research. They just put people on.
That's what you're seeing a lot more lately. I don't understand it.
You know what? Because the mafia genre is becoming so big.
But you know, and this is me, and this is why I stay out of these things, and I try to pick and choose, you know, whose shows I'm going to come on and what I'll talk about, because I really truly care about my credibility, and if I don't have my word, what good am I? So it just amazes me that these shows, including Vlad, would put their own credibility and their word on the line like they do. It's incredible. I'm shocked.
And Guardians of the Green Beret told me that they sent 4 different emails to Vlad, and Vlad won't answer the emails, even though they see that this is an organization like that. So Vlad just doesn't care.
Any sign of Wolfe?
No, he's probably working. The guy probably works in, I don't know. A-Light is a hustler. He knows how to make money. He can't make it any other way. You know, he's had his hustling going for a long time now. He's hustling using the Gotti name.
Put up Tim Reed's comment where it says, "Thin gray line, do you still think John Chapman is BS?" I don't even know who John Chapman is.
No, he was, I think he was a Medal of Honor winner.
Oh, I don't know anything about him, Tim. I have no idea who John Chapman is. It was JC, I think, that was questioning that whole claim, but I don't even know who he is. I don't know anything about him.
The exposure on National Geographic to folks who don't follow YouTube shows and are uneducated about the life is huge. That's it. A lot of people, just like in Europe, John A-Light in Europe is 5 times bigger than the United States. And that's why he goes to Europe. Antonio, Elite models himself after Jimmy Burke and Joe. Oh, yeah, right. Those are 2 guys that Jimmy Burks and Joe Watts were like legends. Michael Francis had never heard of A-Light, so that he really went out. It was funny what he did. I mean, he just said, "I'm not going to insult him," but did you see how he insulted him?
Yeah, he did it in a classy way.
He did it in a classy way.
Francis is a stand-up classy guy, and he did it in the most classy way possible. That's the way I would have done it if I were him.
Thousands of hours of videos and pics. A-Light had 1 little video and a pic or 2. Is that I got to see that. I can't talk about it if I haven't seen that show. I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, you got to watch it. It's listen, if you didn't know his story and know the truth behind it, you would think this dude was the man, and he lived an incredible life. It was well produced. Let's put it that way. You could make that into a movie easily.
Well, you know, and you got to remember one thing, though. The guy has things he's done in his life that are interesting.
Right.
You know, there's
like
no
that
doubt.
one story that you know for a fact. I don't know why he doesn't put that out there.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just weird.
Hey, is that a real Fatball Sicilian? Is that his real channel? No, it's not, right?
No. I'm way behind, but why the big deal? If I talk about Sammy Bashan Sr., that's not new. That's what Sammy does. You act like this ain't Walt Sicilian.
I was going to say, who's talking about Sammy right now? Nobody's even talking about that.
Yeah, and that's Sammy. Actually, yeah, and anyway, I would have to disagree with that. That is the big thing of Sammy doing that, because Jimmy showed up off his chat room 5 seconds after he was done. That's what's big to me. Vlad even admitted that he didn't believe Gianni Russo. Yeah, but who do you believe more, though? You know, is John?
Hold on 1 second, Lee. I got to take this. Just hold on.
No soldier ever loses their DD-214. This is their life. Yeah, that's true. Your DD-214 is everything. There's no such thing as leaving the military without one under any circumstances. You can never leave. Even, you have a DD-214 because it tells people what you did.
That is Chris, by the way.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yes.
I didn't recognize it because the Godfather was on it. Crewman Fatball Sicilian. This is not. Yep.
Yes, that's him. He just called me to tell me that's him. Salute to FBS. And like I said, and hey, FBS is on here, John Wolfe. Bring your ass on here. If you want to make outlandish claims and tell people that they're rats or try to make people out to be rats, come on, air it out. And I promise we'll drop the link and get FBS on here. Run it.
Same great line, sir.
Yes, can't be wrong. This cat's driving me nuts. She's a rescue cat, and she's driving me nuts.
A-Light thinks anybody that dislikes him is jealous of him. Okay. Old Sicilian says, yeah, Krumel, it actually is this time changed my logo, hoping no one grabs it and uses it. Yeah, good luck with that. Someone's going to.
We hope.
Probably like in 5 minutes, Old Sicilian, someone will have it.
Right.
The video has tens of millions of views and was released on DOD. Okay. That was the worst thing Michael could have done to him. He wants recognition more than anything. That was Georgie Grasso. God, people are so clever with these damn names. FBS said he would not be commenting at all because there is a fake account of him. No, that's him because he just, that's definitely him. Let's just say we know that. I'm surprised A-Elite doesn't get kidnapped in Albania by real Albanians for ransom. With the way A-Elite makes himself seem so important and wealthy to people that don't know any better. You know what?
They love him, though. They love him because they got a song named after him, doesn't he?
Now, yeah, I hear that it's the young generation that loves him, but the old guys don't.
Oh, I'm sure the old school guys don't.
Yeah. And, there's some serious Albanians, there's some serious people, especially those. Have you ever come across Albanians?
I don't know any Albanians. I honestly don't. I think that's one nationality that I can truly say I don't know anybody that's Albanian. No one.
See, spending several years in Yonkers, Albanians are very big in Yonkers. It's like a mafia there. And you just know not to mess with them because you'll get like 30 of them showing up at your house. They don't care.
Right.
They're very serious dudes.
I've heard the reputation about them, but that's about it.
Well-produced show to certainly get views, but too bad that the producers didn't check facts.
You're right, Andrew.
Sad with that. Many people in today's society just believe anything they hear. Look at the news.
I just cannot believe the production they put into this. You wait till you watch it, Lee. I mean, it was so well produced. If you did not know the truth behind him, you would think A-Light was one of the most dangerous men in the world, and he was one of the most fascinating guys in the world. Like he's like what was that guy? That movie made about that guy? The most mysterious man in the world. What's the movie? Help me out quickly.
Oh, I don't know the movie, but I know the guy.
God damn it, chat, help me out. What's the guy's name?
Now, hey, listen, guys. John Wolfe is an odd guy. Come on, have you ever heard him talk?
His voice.
Yeah,
he's got an interesting voice. But listen, to each their own. But when you make outlandish, no proof whatsoever, nothing to back up that claim, you're literally, it should be. Listen, I'll make it even easier for you. I'll dummy it down for you, John. When you do that, Chris has a business on here, okay? This is his business. He has to file taxes. This is his income for right now, okay? When you make that kind of claim about him with no proof behind it, it is called slander. If Chris FBS wants to, if he ever wanted to, he could take you to court, sue you for monetary damages because you're literally slandering his name. You are destroying his reputation, which is called slander. So if you want to go ahead and continue this charade or whatever it is that you're doing, if I was Chris's attorney, I would advise him to sue you. But go ahead,
And I would advise anybody not to watch anything he puts up because it's going to be bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it comes down to. I'm going to leave for 1 second if you can just talk.
I got it.
Okay?
Yep. I got it. What else we got going on here? No, not the Dose of Keys guy, Lexi. They did a bunch of movies about him. I can't believe I can't think of his name right now. Numerous guys played him as the character. Oh my God, I can't think of it right now. It's not the Dose of Keys guy though. I don't think John Wolfe can even say John Wolfe correct. I don't know what his deal is. Wolfe is the guy that gets carts at Walmart. Again, I don't want to insult the people that work at Walmart because you know what? The ones that work at Walmart and can do it with a smile, I give them so much credit. I really do because it's awesome. George, how you doing, fella? I hope you're feeling better. Hope everything's going well with you. Antonio, how you doing, brother? FBS said, I'll sue Wolfe for his voodoo dolls. No shit, dude. Like, who does that? Who comes out and makes voodoo dolls and makes little videos of trying to put curses on people? That takes a certain individual, man. You're special, that's for sure. What else we got? Yeah, Georgie Grasso was the guy that supposedly A-Light whacked for John Gotti Sr. You're back, huh?
Yes.
Duckport, Alabama. That's a great name right there. That's hilarious.
Okay, I changed the logo. Sorry, guys. I knew that. Okay.
That's the logo he needs to come out with for a T-shirt because that's a badass logo right there for him. I like that
with the face in there.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's awesome.
That's clever how that could be done now, isn't it?
And his intro is dope too. His little intro.
Loved it.
Yeah.
John Wolfe, yes.
Wolfe, yeah. Listen,
hey, Gunsmoke, can you do a nice video on John Wolfe?
Hell yeah. Gun,
You know,
Gun, that needs to be your next project, brother.
Yeah, and not have his hands get shot off. Have it more devastating. No fingers.
He needs his lips to get shut off for making crazy fucking claims like that. You don't ever, let me say it again, ever call someone a rat with no fucking proof.
And if you
do that inside, you do that in the prison, you're not going to wake up tomorrow. Promise.
And if you guys understood exactly who John Wolfe is, I'm not going to get into it because it's better not to. But his past is very, very.
Oh, you know this dude?
Past.
You know who this dude is?
No, someone told me a long time ago who he is. Oh yeah, when he was attacking me at that time. That's when he did the voodoo doll.
He made a voodoo doll about you, didn't he?
Yeah, a voodoo doll.
Yeah.
He was sticking it, saying "Lee Cole die," or it was. Then Sonny Money was playing it, and Sonny Money was laughing so hard he was stoned, rolling off the bed. Oh, he was coming after me for about 3 months. Not 3 months, 3 weeks. Really, really hard.
But I don't understand. Like, what's his goal? What's his prerogative?
He wants to cause friction between everybody.
Well,
He's
that's a lot of
blast.
people in here. That's a lot of people in here.
Well, that's what he's doing right now. Look at the guy gets no views, and yet he puts this thing out and says tonight, come watch it. And you're going to have a lot of people there to watch it. And that's all he cares about right now.
Well, if he has, listen, any show he does tonight, and if he wants to go in that direction towards that, he knows what's coming his way. It ain't going to be pretty. It is not going to be pretty.
But he doesn't care.
Well, he's going to care. And I'm telling you, it would be absolutely ludicrous if everyone doesn't vote him down and report his channel. Because I'm telling you, that slander shit, you cannot play around with that. This is that man's income right now. Don't fuck with a man's bread.
No, he's
that shit.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. And this guy, and the problem with John Wolfe, he has no income. He wants to try to build his channel up.
No, he's just going about it the wrong fucking way.
Exactly. Oliver, I'm working on them. I'll have them soon.
Probably the t-shirts, right?
Okay, Gunsmoke says, I don't want to put John Wolfe on the map doing a video of him. I will never do a Sonny Money video either. I
don't blame you, Smoke. I don't blame you, bro. And you're right. That's the mature G way to go about it is not to give anybody any clout. Don't even mention their name. Don't even bring them up. That's the way I would go about it. But that's why I'm calling him out right now. If you're a man, if you have proof that you think you have, bring your ass on here right now. If you do, listen, I'll make this claim right now. John Wolfe, if you have proof of any of that being true, I will promote your channel till the last day I'm breathing. I'll promote the shit out of it. Matter of fact, I'll be your first guest on your show.
That's a good call.
If you got proof, which we all know you don't, but if you do, bring that shit on right now. Debunk everything, and I'll be your fucking guest.
Here's my prediction. My prediction is the show doesn't even go off.
He can't.
Okay, that's a great. I think that he's just put shit out there to start a big beef, to get people to start a beef.
I see you. I appreciate you.
That's great, Gunsmoke. I think the two guys need less attention. You're absolutely right.
Yep. That's the G way to go about it. But this dude's crossing lines. And you know me, I stay quiet. So if I jump in the ring on something, you know I'm fucking pissed off.
He could build his channel up. He's got no good time. You can't. You know, it's so hard to build your channel up.
Yeah.
This is not something that's easy to do.
Nope.
You know, it's a struggle. It's up and down. You know, it's like I said, me, I'm lucky. I don't even believe I got to any point, you know, and actually, Cecilia and I talk about that. We're just a couple guys that came on one day. Next thing you know, and he's twice the size of me. And look how fast he's grown. Think about that. Not many people do that. John Wolfe thinks he can get in shape by wearing magnets. Thin grain. He must be doing it wrong this whole time. Joking honestly, John Wolfe is obviously insane.
Yeah.
This is why
wrong with that dude.
This is why Jimmy C is good for Lee Cole. Jimmy directs many of his channels just by cursing him out. Yep. He can say.
But this is the oldest trick in the book, right? You make something crazy, you make an outlandish comment, or you make an outlandish claim, and look, everybody's putting his name in their mouths. It's the oldest trick in the book. But that's why I said, come bring your proof, and we'll talk about it.
And a lot of people are onto this, but you know, unfortunately, I think a lot of you guys are going to be there tonight to watch this thing pop up.
He ain't even going to do a show. And if he does do a show, it's probably going to be about this show right here. He's probably going to make a video about what we're doing right now. But good luck with that. Because I promise you, I got FBS in my pocket right now, ready to jump on this channel right now if you come on, which I know you're not.
Well, I hope Thin Gray Line, Lee, JC watch the video of John Chapman instead of who's insulting
Tim, nobody's insulting him, Tim. Not one person ever.
I am not. Yeah.
This is why I said this before, and I'll say it again. When you take someone's statement and you twist it and you say it the way you want, this is how things get started and how riffs get started. Never once did I ever say anything disrespectful towards him. I don't know him. I know not a thing about him. All we were saying is there's no way that he's the first medal recipient ever. That's not possible. Maybe on the internet, maybe on video, whatever JC said. But we all know it's not true. He can't be the first person to ever receive a medal.
Tim, and I'm wondering, you got some kind of relationship with this guy or something?
Kudos. Hey, dude, if you can get John Chapman on and we'll put him on. We'll put him on here and he can say whatever he wants. I don't know the dude.
Like you said, Lee, I do worry about some poor, simple bastard who loves drama, wants attention, and wants to make a name for himself to do something stupid. There's too many crazy people out there. You know, listen, I'm learning how insane it is, especially in this genre alone. Lee, you real player. Okay, whatever. Okay. Takes a village to build a station. Please, no Hillary Clinton.
It takes credibility, it takes consistency, and it takes having good content. That's what it takes. You can do it alone. You just got to do it the right way.
What Stack said about Lee was 100% slander. He could have really hurt your channel.
Exactly, Jenny. Yeah. But guess who was involved in that, and guess who had a long talk with Stacks about that whole situation? Right here. I talked to him for a long time about that, and I promise you, Stacks was 100% sincere in his apology. Me and Lee talked about it as well. If I didn't think Stacks was sincere, I would have never spoke to Stacks ever again. But Trust me. He still to this day brings that up and goes, you know what? We all make mistakes. And that was one of my biggest mistakes. He admits it. Stacks is a good dude.
Calandra says dumb stuff to annoy Lee. I don't think Jimmy's really invested in hating you. He just gets a rise out of it. No, he's invested in hating me. I'm sorry. And on top of that, Jimmy's not the nice guy you think he is. You can think that. But you know what? I'm not going to be a phony about it. Jimmy doesn't like me. I don't like him. End of story. Good afternoon, Italian folks. Italian folks. No, I'm sorry. I'm not Italian.
He's talking to me.
Are you Italian?
Sure am.
Oh, are you? How much? 100%?
Not 100%, but I'm 50%. Iannucci.
I hear that word Italian, and the first thing I think about is New York's Italian food, because out here in Texas, food sucks.
No, don't. You said out here in Texas, food sucks?
Yeah.
Don't disrespect your barbecue like that. Because I've had some amazing barbecue out there.
Yeah, but barbecue could be anywhere in the South. I mean, I'm talking
barbecue
about.
Can be anywhere, but good barbecue is hard to come by. Trust me.
But you know the very first thing that I missed the most, I was thinking about it the other day, a Kaiser roll. A real Kaiser roll.
That's New what you're thinking about? A Kaiser roll?
Do you like Kaiser rolls?
I don't do bread, period.
Okay. Well, I'm talking about a New York.
I'm a low carb kind of guy.
I'm talking about New York Kaiser rolls. You don't have that type of bread anywhere in America. It's just, and you're not gonna. It's all because of the water.
Did he really say did what Mob Rats just put up? Did he really say that? Did Calandria say that?
Calandra said he is doing a Washley ass weekend on YouTube later. Oh, that's cool.
Did he drop a new one or something?
Let him keep it up. I like it.
That's what I said.
Yeah, keep it up. Hey, you put Sammy Gravano's name in. Guess who popped right?
Anybody with the amount of subs and views he gets, when he mentions your name, regardless, it's gonna draw people to your channel, man.
Well, I got a nice video coming up anyway, so he's gonna want to drop that.
Tim, I'm not. Nobody's twisting anything. I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, I'm just going off of what JC said. I don't know anything about John Chapman for the 100th time. Nothing. And I'm not twisting your comment. I'm just saying what JC was saying about the medal recipient. That's all. Is that the little one that makes all that jingle noise?
Yeah, that's her right there. I thought Jimmy was a born-again Christian. Bingo. So did I. You just said it all. That's a good fair play to him. I didn't know Stacks had apologized. Thin gray line.
Yep, Jenny, he did.
Jenny, oh my God, still on this metal thing. Stop. Okay, Lexi says, hey, I never said I like Jimmy. I listen to everyone except A-Light for entertainment, but I don't think Jimmy is some big deal like some of his fans. Well, Lexi and I think alike.
Everybody has their opinion.
Lee must miss all the New York. Oh my God, I do. And pizza, New York pizza.
So what were you saying? It's the water that makes the difference with
in the bread? Yeah,
really?
In the dough, yes. Any type. Matter of fact, that's why Haagen-Dazs has an ice cream factory. Everybody thinks Haagen-Dazs.
I heard that.
But they
because of the water. They had their plant right on the dock, right? Basically.
Well, the water comes from upstate New York, and it comes down into the city. And like if you go to White Plains, there's a huge Kensico Dam, it's called. That water, a majority of that water goes to New York City.
Oh, okay.
And it, when you make rolls or pizza, and it's based on the yeast and how it rises. Like if you.
But I got a text message because I got a family member I'm originally from Jersey, so I have family members in that area, and they said Mount Kisco has great Kaiser rolls.
Yes.
That town has great rolls.
Yes. And so does New York City.
Mm-hmm.
And as you know, I spent time in Mount Kisco and
right.
Well, so much respect for Jimmy C when he claimed he was a great parent, and the same breach curses out Lee with his kind of standing next to me. Good job, Jimmy. Lee, you turned on Jimmy after he gave you an interview. Stop playing the victim. Okay. Hey, you guys are more welcome to say whatever you want.
Yes. God bless John Chapman, and thank you for his service. And that goes for anybody that served. Thank you for your service.
Okay, let's get off this Jimmy stuff. Doesn't the Bible say forgive and forget? Yeah. Chapman was from the Western. Oh my gosh, here we
Wow,
go.
was he really? Was he from? Because that's my neck of the woods. So I'm curious to know.
So when I get off here, I'm gonna
Wait, since Vietnam to receive the Medal of Honor. Well, that's kudos to him.
Oh, he was the first airman.
Oh.
Okay, that's a big thing because airmen aren't on the ground. They're up in the air.
Well,
that's
kudos to
very
him,
interesting.
And if anyone knows him or talks to him, tell him thank you for your service.
Now look, Andrew White. They ship Brooklyn water around the world to make pizza. Very good. Okay. New York City crime spot, Bailey. Isn't it amazing though how something as simple as water can have something to do with making something so good?
You know what? It's the little things that matter.
As soon as Jimmy turned on Lee, that was the day I unsubscribed. Okay. Here in North New Jersey, we have the best pizza. No. Okay, buddy. No. New Jersey has great pizza, but you got to go to Brooklyn for pizza, or New York City, or actually in the Bronx. They got some great pizza places in the Bronx.
Hey, don't hate on North New Jersey. That's where I'm from. I don't know where Mustache Pete is from, but if you know where Somerset, New Jersey is, the New Brunswick area right by Rutgers, that's where I grew up, and have some really good pizza in Bound Brook, Southbound Brook.
Antonio, yes, I did. I lived on Lake Avenue in Yonkers. You got to remember, our lives go in periods. We live in certain areas in our life.
Son of Sam was arrested. Was Son of Sam arrested not far from you?
In Yonkers, yeah, a couple blocks away.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and matter of fact, when they arrested Son of Sam, he had a machine gun in the back of his car, and he was going to go out in style. If they did not arrest that guy at that moment, it was going to get so ugly. The police actually did a great. They got lucky too, but it was great police work because they found that he got a ticket where at one of the murder scenes in New York, and the police tracked the ticket down to his car and found out he lived in Yonkers, and they arrested him in Yonkers, and he was a postman. So that was David Berkowitz.
That's a man right there, sick individual.
Let me tell you, that man, I remember standing on the platforms. All the women started dyeing their hair different colors because of who he was shooting in the head. I mean, that one man changed the whole New York City for a whole year.
Yeah.
That's how he was so feared.
Yeah.
So
why
I've
is
been
Wolfe
watching.
mad? That's a great question, Ismella. I'd love to know. I don't know why he's mad, what his deal is.
I don't think he's mad.
Know.
I think he loves doing this because he used to go after me. In the very beginning, he went after me for about 3 weeks. And he changes up. He holds like next week he'll be going after somebody else. That's just what he does. And he doesn't get many views or anything, but he continues doing it.
Well, like I said, and I'll say it again, John, if you want, come on. I'll have BS on here with us, and we can settle this right here and right now. But you're not going to be saying those kinds of claims. You're not going to be making those claims without proof. So bring your proof. Come on, and we'll all clear it up right now.
I'm classically trained chef, cooking about acid balance, without a doubt. Different pH and waters make a difference. Yes, that's why if you go to Florida, you won't find good pizza. Florida is the worst place to go for pizza.
Oh, their water is terrible, though. It's horrible.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you, but anybody from the Miami area, they're saying 2 decades or less, and might be completely underwater.
Oh, Jimmy Calendar's having a lady. Yeah, she's doing an interview with some woman who I can't think of her name right now, but she
was around mob guys, right?
Yeah. She actually is legitimately. She was around a lot of mob
pretty
guys.
Woman too, very pretty, very pretty.
Sue's Rendezvous in Mount Vernon. Good. Oh, Mount Vernon's a great place. I'll tell you.
Mount Vernon is a great place.
I wouldn't have lived there, but it's a great place. I think a lot of crazy killers have emerged ever since the introduction of psycho. You know something? You are exactly right with all these meds going on. And
wasn't that one of the claims, though, that it was not Son of Sam, but somebody else, I believe, or was it Manson or somebody that they claimed that he was part of the military experiment?
LSD.
Yeah.
Yeah, matter of fact, Manson said when he was in prison, he was part of the experiments too. The first time he was in prison, he was his friends for a few years. He is a bad dude.
Who, Wolf?
Oh,
Ismail, are
are
you
you
talking about John Wolf? Because if you were friends, we'd love to talk to you if you want to come on the show. I want to know more about this guy. I don't understand his motives. It's very strange.
I think
He did
Michael French.
franchise his pizza. He did. It's called Slices, and he's got a bunch of franchises already out there.
That guy's smart. I'll tell you.
Oh, this can't be wrong. Said that's Mikey Scars' ex that he's interviewing.
Is that the one he massaged in the car?
Jesus Christ.
It is.
Well, listen, if he was going to miss anyone, I'd hope it would be her because she's a beautiful woman.
No, but that's the one that when I did that video.
I know. But if there,
come on, let's not pretend I didn't say it. I said it.
I heard you. I just need the visual. I don't want the belief. I don't want
it. Francie's pizza place is way overpriced. I feel like I'm getting scammed when I take my family there. It probably is overpriced. Yeah.
Yeah, but aren't they in California? Because if you're in California and you're buying pizza, it's overpriced regardless. Everything in California is overpriced.
Lee, do you remember any of the restaurants in New York that you used to? One, yes, but Pino's Pizza. It was as Mount Vernon becomes the Bronx. The number 5 line starts there, and right underneath it there was a pizza place called Peppino's Pizza, and it was the best pizza that I ever had. I mean, hands down. And there was a pizza place in New Rochelle. They were famous for making their Sicilian pizza, because they used to cook the bottom of the Sicilian pizza in olive oil. Oh my God, it was so good. Yep, it was Mickey Scars. I hope there's no jealousy there with the back rows. Okay, you never had a real pizza until you've been to Naples. It depends. You know something. The pizza in Italy, you have to remember, they don't use as much cheese. I mean, their pizza is so good they don't need to use cheese.
That's what I heard. I heard that.
Yeah. And Italy's.
I would love to taste some authentic sauce though from Italy. Some real good marinara or something like that.
And northern and southern Italy have totally different food from one another. You know, one's like, and which is pretty amazing too. Brooklyn bagel, yes, without a doubt. But once again, with the bagels, it's the water, because you boil the bagels in water.
John, I think the last pizza I had in New York was at Don Antonio's. If anybody's ever eaten there, it's a pretty decent little spot. But Don Antonio, they have some pizza.
I used to go to Gyro's is better than pizza. I used to go to when Astoria, Queens was totally Greek. I used to go there for Gyro's, and they had the real lamb with the beef, real, not that padded one. And they would make the gyros like that. I mean, I love Greek food. You never
find anymore is veal. You never see real veal anymore.
Oh gosh, and I love veal. I don't know about you.
I love veal too. Veal parm is my favorite thing to ever eat.
God,
you can't get it anymore.
What's interesting about some of these people who claim that California is going underwater and such have actually bought properties near the coastline, like Al Gore. Hey.
Well, I don't know California, but I know Miami is going water, and don't buy property there. It's a waste of your time.
Her name is Tony. Can't butcher the last name.
Yep, Tony is her name. Yeah.
Okay, guys, it is good to see you're here together. It's like the band got back together. Love the intro. I never thought I'd be on 2 hours today. I came on just to have a quick rebuttal to FBS to tell them that. And once again, FBS, if you haven't heard, I just basically said it's all bullshit, and people are just trying to get us to fight and argue and stupid shit, and that's it.
Like I said, and I'll say it again, I truly don't feel it in my heart that Lee's boss. I don't think he would ever swear on his kids if he was. And
never.
I told him, if I ever found out Lee was behind this and I'm putting my name out there like this, my first show on my would be all about Lee. And
oh, really?
He doesn't want it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love
So
the
if you want,
intro.
yeah,
So
if you
I,
want
I
that
left my
smoke,
wife.
yeah.
I love the intro. I left my wife. I left my kids. I left $35 million to fight the fight. Who
Oh,
said
I
that?
know, I know that one. You heard that one.
Are you talking? Is that Sifoni's? That Sicilian pizza? Is that the one in New Rochelle that you're talking about, Antonio? It's a little hole in the wall, and the line is down the street. People just go there to get a slice of Sicilian pizza. I didn't even know they're around anymore. Jimmy C calls Lee fat. I think Jimmy's fat. No, I got a little bit over Jimmy. Pizza in Italy is brick oven. Yep. We're talking about food. God, I'm hungry as can be now.
Me right
Southern
now. I'm
Italian cook.
thirsty and hungry.
Southern Italian cooking. I'm going to be, you know what? We've been going 2 hours, guys. I appreciate
Over
everybody.
2 hours.
Yeah. I appreciate everybody that showed up. Thank you so much. And now I don't have to do a show tonight.
Like I said, don't let the trolls win, guys. Stay strong. Stay together. Stay together as a team. You guys are the ones that are relevant on this genre, and you guys working together are going to be a lot stronger than fighting each other. And like I said, to all you guys individually, I can hear it in your voice. I can feel it in your emotion. None of you guys want this drama, so let's keep it civil. Let's keep it 100 with everybody.
And I want to close it out with this guy, Georgie Grasso. Lee, your station sucks. I just want you to know that. But you know what I like about you, Georgie? You've been here for 2 hours. So that means you suck. So
And look at his avatar. He's a fan. He's a fanboy.
Okay, everybody take care.